Next up, in Reparations, Josephine Calhoun returns to her ancestors' plantation to claim her inheritance.
If I stand tall, it is on the shoulders of many ancestors. Those were his quarters?
Yes, that was the home of your 8 times great-grandfather. I'm not sure which bunk was his, but I have very accurate records showing that this was his home.
Quarters.
Yes, quarters. I can show them to you later if you like.
I would like that.
We're a historical landmark now. My family and I still live in the main house, but it's open to visitors and school children, and most importantly, descendants like yourself. Guests like to walk in the shoes of a historical figure from the plantation, so we have these cards made up. This is the one of your 8 times great-grandfather. I thought you'd like to have it.
You sell these?
Each guest receives one with their admission. Of course, the complete set is available for purchase in the gift shop, and if you would like a set, it's complimentary. You said you were doing your dissertation on the property?
Yes, ma'am.
Call me Caroline, please.
Josephine. Josephine Calhoun.
Calhoun?
Yes, ma'am. We share surnames.
Oh, well, I'm the Epperstein now. I married a Jew of all things. Oh, thank the Lord Daddy was already dead, or I would have put him in his grave.
Most slaves were stripped of their God-given surnames and were given the names of their owners.
Yes, well, I'm delighted to know that you're still so involved. Most people want to forget those times, pretend they never happened.
They happened.
Which is exactly why we opened the plantation to the public.
They're still happening.
I'm sorry.
Slavery is alive and well in America. Most are just too ignorant to see it.
Oh, well, you don't mince words, do you?
No. Why should I?
No, I appreciate your forthrightness. Too much goes unsaid these days. We're all so afraid of offending one another.
Oh, have I offended you?
Not at all. You were saying?
Economic disparity ensures that black folks will always be slaves in this great country.
I suppose one could see it that way.
You suppose? You still own the land that my family built for yours. They made the land prosperous, yet you retained this wealth.
Well, there's not much wealth here. I mean, it takes a lot of resources to keep this place running.
Negro poverty is not white poverty. President Johnson said that. You own a plantation with 700 acres of land that you didn't work for. I own a bicycle, few books, and $81,000 in student loan debt.
My family put just as much work into this land as yours.
And what do I have to show for it? If things turn poorly for you, you have this land to fall back on. I have nothing. You have options. I do not. Do you think that is fair?
Well, it's just the way the cards fell. I'm not in control of that, neither are you.
Mrs. Epperstein, let me be frank with you. I've come to be paid for my family's contribution to this plantation.
Pardon me?
After I published my research, I believe other family members would come forward seeking what they're owed as well. I've detailed the families that work this plantation and what they're owed in today's dollars.
There's no way to figure that
I
out.
actually compiled the names of your slaves, positions,
Well, they
years
weren't my
worked.
slaves.
I even took off time off for injury, pregnancies, even those that could technically be shared by your
There's
family.
no documentation to show
Food
that.
and housing, you know, to be fair.
There's no way that data is accurate. I mean, the records from that time
Are
are...
impeccable. Thanks to you and your family creating this monument.
Had I known it was going to be used against me.
Not against you, against your progenitors.
No one knew what was happening was was wrong.
The folks up north knew. Now, how is it that knowledge didn't make it down south?
Knowledge was evolving.
Not soon enough for my forefathers.
And so you feel that a check will... How much are we talking, by the way?
Oh, well, for the 12 members of my family that work this plantation, I'm asking for $2,160,382.47.
$2 million.
$2,160,000.
I couldn't even sell this place for $2 million.
That is what is owed to me.
That might be what is owed to your ancestors, but you have done nothing to earn that money.
Neither have you, other than continuing to profit off my family's back.
I have maintained the estate. I have done painstaking work to ensure that this place becomes a reminder of the atrocities that fell upon your family and millions of other slaves. Don't you condescend to me. You want me to entertain your ridiculous request, yet you stand here and mock my contributions when you have made none?
I offer your contributions the same value you've afforded mine.
And what exactly are your contributions?
My research.
Anyone can write a paper on their family history. No, what are you doing to educate people so this ongoing slavery you talk about might finally come to an end?
Making an example of you and your family. I hope many other descendants follow in my footsteps.
But it doesn't change anything.
What I know about the white man is that money talks. And until you personally feel the repercussions of your family's actions, nothing will change.
Writing you a check for $2 million will not make anyone less racist. If anything, it will. Don't you think there's enough resentment in this country already?
For some, it's well-founded.
But for me, I feel
Your
that...
privilege leaves little room for my sympathy.
But $2 million will buy me exoneration from your hatred.
It would show me that this place isn't some mask intended to divert attention from what this land really represents. It would be a step in showing Black Americans that whites are interested in dissolving the myth of their innocence and the evolution of racism in the past 400 years.
It would show you nothing. You would take that check, shout justice is served, and blow through that money within a year.
So you asked me to view you as this evolved descendant of a slave owner, even as I stand here, dressed like a white woman, speaking like a white woman. All you see is a Black girl looking for a handout.
I see a woman who is misguided about what will resolve the anger in her heart.
Be sure to spend some of that money on a therapist. A few weeks ago, I had a dream. In this dream, 12 souls stood around this very tree, and they summoned me to come. They assured me that I'd be welcome. I misunderstood that to mean I'd be welcomed by you.
You know, I don't know what you want me to do. I don't have $2 million to give you.
Mrs. Epperstein, even the gambler who finds the righteous path must still pay his debts.
Not when that gambler has been dead and buried for more than 150 years.
You say your husband is Jewish?
Yes.
May I assume he lost relatives in the Holocaust?
You may.
Are you aware that Israel's electricity grid was paid through reparations from Germany for their actions during the Second World War? It also paid for a portion of their rail system. Ships were purchased. Their GNP tripled.
And 6 million Jews are still dead.
So you don't think that's a fair settlement?
Electricity and ships for a loved one? No, I do not.
The loved one cannot be brought back. So what else is there to offer? An improvement of one's circumstances.
So your 12 family members can rest in peace once you are able to afford more than A bicycle and a few books?
I'll be able to do great things with my time. Things I cannot do now that I'm a slave in a country that allowed me to become overeducated, but still leaves me underemployed and black.
So go earn the sum you're asking of me. I assure you it will feel much more satisfying to have earned it.
America does not offer me the opportunity to do so.
I'm under no illusion that all opportunities are equal. But I also believe that hard work begets better opportunities. And I believe that me giving you a cushion to fall back on will not benefit you or your family in the slightest.
And who are you to decide that?
I'm the one with the checkbook. Josephine, America can never truly repay the black community for the families that were torn apart. The abuse, the unpaid work and service. All we can do is move forward.
Easy for you to say when you're the white woman who has everything.
It isn't easy to say. Nor is it easy to enact. But you have just as much power now as you would with $2 million. You have your education and your passion for this kind of work. Use those things for good, not for gain.
I'm not interested in helping everyone. I'm interested in helping myself.
And that is where we differ.
I am tired of the struggle. I am tired of the anger. I am tired of the idea that if we just fight hard enough, we will be considered an equal people. My family has struggled their entire existence. I'll be the one to end that struggle. I will be the one who doesn't spend her entire life fighting. I will be the one with enough money in her bank account to pay for whatever I need, to care for those close to me, to do what I want to do, and to know that that is what my ancestors hoped for, true freedom. I will let them experience it through me. And the next time generations of loved ones meet me beneath this tree, I will tell them, I have tasted true freedom, and it is as sweet as you imagine.
Come work for me. Not for me. With me. I mean, think of what this place could be with the two of us running it, side by side. Your research and my resources. I mean, we can really educate people. Maybe even change the way some of them think. We'll even work on a compensation package that includes paying down your student loan debt.
I am not interested in another story where the rich white woman comes to the aid of the poor black girl.
Unless it involves a rather large check.
You were scared, Mrs. Epperstein. Like all white people, you think that paying reparations means the America you know and love will cease to exist. Oh, but the truth is, the structures that you have built to maintain your wealth and power will not come crumbling down. It's impossible for you to sink to the level you've asked blacks to occupy. Your status is as secure as my struggle.
I choose to believe that a world free of subjugation can be a reality.
And that is where we truly differ.